go. And we are back for our, honestly, our grudge match grand finals. We got Rosatz versus Aatrixor. And of all things, I had no idea how this elimination final, this grand finals of the second training room tournament was going to be. But Teros Dittos was not something that I had on the cards, particularly. I thought we might get double Mordex, double Mirage, double Fate, something like that. But both players wanting to make a statement here. Mordex in ways is a statement that I don't need to go for big strings, for big extensions to beat you. I just gotta get a couple hits. I mean, especially the hammer, the deceptive heavy weapon, can absolutely stop steamrolling if you start getting some reads of D-Knight. The Neutralite is the first hit in the game. First of, well, I would say many, but this is Teros, so not that many hits that will start off our game one. And I mean, I think it's stuff cool. It was a super duper tight game, best of 5 between these two players last time, and they're playing for more than just the 12 euros, which is on the line for the winner here. So we'll see how they're able to pull this out as. And we have a slight lead for Aatrixor, but it's pretty much even. It's hit for hit, tit for tat at this point. As the new sig comes through, that positioning would have bounced off stage, but the side sig calling out that Aatrixor was going to dash backwards and was going to sort of stay out the way and try and sort of reset to neutral and get another hit. But now the side sig is right there. But the Neutralite is a decent follow-up. You might see another one on stage. A dash D-Light. As you get a double dare into the ground pound, which of course got Rosatz the money in that first best of 5. As we instead see the dare from the X. Taking us back to even as we go into our second stocks. Rosatz still a typical weapon, just wants to hit Aatrixor a little more. It's fine. As we reset to neutral, a little bit of stone contest going on there. Aatrixor comes in with the recovery, with Rosatz thought they got out of the way, but the very tail end of it comes through. Dare, double dare, triple dare, neutral thing maybe? Not quite. Both players were definitely on the axe. There it comes. But this sidelight there, not in this year, is not true combo, I'm afraid, anymore. But trying to call out that maybe Aatrixor wouldn't quite be ready for it. Aatrixor goes for the dash of ground pound. But not able to go lift the stage as Rosatz swaps over to the axe, looking to get maybe a neutral for the KO or recovery. A D-Sig also is going to be pretty fiendish if they can get it here. There it comes, but the Aatrixor out of range, able to punish with a Stare, which on Teros is pretty decent size punish, better than a lot of characters' signature kits. As the down recovery comes through, but this ceiling is too high on Air Temple, a lot of airspace to fly around in. The recovery comes through, and Rosatz is able to jump all the way up there, get the retaliatory Stare, and able to get a decent lead for themselves, actually. I mean, again, this is still Teros, so it's maybe 1 or 2 hits away from the Google phone, but 1 or 2 hits some more in Rosatz's favour as they take the lead in this final stock over Aatrixor. Aatrixor's got to get a stomp or just get something quirky. I suspect it'll be the latter somehow. Yeah, look at it. You see what they want. You know what they want. They want Rosatz to approach, but Rosatz won't. Rosatz doesn't have to do it. Rosatz is just going to stay in that center stage, box on the side of the stage. He's going to prioritize. Not quite. There was a triple tier bait going on there as Aatrixor able to get the recovery on the side of the stage. So Aatrixor, so Rosatz really wanted to save, like they were going to stay back and just camp the weapon. But they pump tossed down and then dashed in. But Aatrixor was ready with the neutral signature to get the retaliatory hit there and make things back to an even stock. That's big. That's big for Aatrixor and get the recovery to finish. That's a statement that you're not quite inside my head. There is, another neutral comes out, but that one, that one wasn't set up. That one wasn't in context. Aatrixor sweat beating here, but is able to touch down. But the down air from center stage is able to take things as we go into game number 2. Rosatz, it's definitely been able to get things a bit more clear. And definitely got Aatrixor figured out a bit. As we see a character swap. Again, we're not going to our Mordexes, we're going over to our funny characters. We see another Queen Knight in this bracket. I mean, 1 is quite the miracle. But a second one is not something I thought I would be seeing in our grand finals today. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's sort of like maybe Aatrixor is a star place, but it doesn't matter. As Rosatz coming in with this super duper big axe swings, gets the neutral stick in as part of the combo, and then follows off it as well. The brutal stuff there. So much damage built up on Queen Eye at this early point of the game. It won't kill because Queen Eye's defense will definitely keep her on stage for a little bit longer, but that's damage regardless. And Aatrixor's gonna have to open up with the ground pound read of the semi half pipe combo. Super duper brutal stuff. Ground pound off stage, but Rosatz not able with the instant perfect, but actually this time it goes all the way around and Aatrixor covers the side of the ledge. The ground pound punish, the ground pound punish is exactly the sort of plays you gotta be pulling out in this winners finals. That side finisher goes off stage, which is perfect for Aatrixor, but the ground pound on stage, the ground pound just over the side, just calling out that Aatrixor didn't have a lot of options left, and well placed in order to take this to a tight stocks game 2. You cannot split these players right now. They are really going for it all. As we see a little lead, a down stage, the first DC of the game coming through. It does hit, but not really in a position to get much from it. I guess sort of kind of feeling out, is fine. How's Rosatz going to approach of this? Now we're getting into the points where DC becomes much more of a potent option. And if Rosatz wants to hang back, and then that's fine, but Aatrixor is ahead, so if Rosatz hanging back isn't going to solve anything. He's got to approach with the down stage, but that down stage is punished perfectly by the side finishing there from Queen Eye. Super duper safe, like absolutely no risk to Aatrixor to go for that one. The double nair might even be our kill confirm here. Well, that's definitely going to do it. As Aatrixor showing that they can play on whatever weapon they want. The side heavy is not going to come through for Rosatz there, as he gets nearly a stuffed up recovery. The dash of ground off stage is going to hit, but it's going to send the Rosatz up, so it's not going to get. The neutral light puts in another off stage position. The recovery onto the stage, we of course know Rosatz for the level 100 Olgrim, and that is an axe weapon, an axe point you just have to keep in your kit. It's super duper good. It pushes you back on stage, and it also, hey, what's that in the background? And it also push you back, and has that spiky box, which is effectively you have to do things off with. The ground pounds, another one to come on stage. This time Aatrixor stays low and is not able to get hit by it. Recovery, saucy little tiny recovery on stage. The ground pound, but from that height, Rosatz sort of days to prepare for that one. Looking to punish Aatrixor for going high, but Aatrixor stays low this time. A D6, I was ready to say DC wouldn't happen, but it doesn't quite come through, and with Aatrixor dodged down, that is Rosatz taking game number 2, and is on the verge of taking the entire tournament. Aatrixor's definitely going to pull out something big. 70-minute character swatch, and it's going to be over to the default skin Jayon. Like again, you like compensate this, like you just cannot see these things coming. But in fairness, it's the great sword. I think it's been kind of like underutilized forever. There was like when it was released, great sword was super duper everywhere, and then it was super duper niche, but like super duper like kind of cultish, I guess, for a while. And I don't know if Aatrixor is in the House of Great Sword or whatever they're calling it nowadays. But they're swapping over to it. They definitely want to give it a go in this. Set. The great sword does have I guess. It has good poking tools against the axe of Aatrixor. You can just sort of keep putting out hitboxes. They did nerf the whiff potential a lot, but of course this is difficult because then again, there's a lot of things to know about greatsword. It's difficult to just cold pick up a greatsword. We'll have to see if Aatrixor can get the sort of reads worked in, and so again, that said there was definitely an ambitious option, but the very deep ground bound comes through, covering the entire ledge there with the weapon toss to finish. Aatrixor feeling good about getting that cheeky little KO, which is interesting because you very super rarely see greatsword players go for that sort of stuff. Greatsword is a weapon that is not commonly thought of as good off stage, but Aatrixor's making it work. You have like a ground pound as kind of a good option, and maybe dare, but you don't have a lot to work with. But Aatrixor is doing it. It's this. I guess in this game number 3. In our winners finals, this sort of random plays you're gonna be getting out here. Like, has Rosatz been playing against a high tier, very aerial based greatsword? It's something you don't get to practice against a lot. So it's definitely going to take some time to adjust, but the axe is coming through while Aatrixor is unarmed, picking up the little sword this time, which is called everyone's least favorite weapon right now. Used to be blasters, now it's swords. Barely doesn't clip. Rosatz cleverly staying on the new stage with their recovery there, but still having just enough options to snap back around and get back on. As Rosatz stabilizes a bit, looking for the hammer. No, just throws it away. Aatrixor is definitely going to go for something here, and it's the ground pound. Just overside the stage. Rosatz was looking maybe to call out that Aatrixor was going to go for something a bit more than that, but no, keeps it simple. Gets a ground pound stage and is ahead. Manages to punish the neutral units there. Difficult one, but Great Sword Earthing Weapon can do that. Nearly gets a dodge read in as well. As Rosatz trying to secure this kill with the down signature, but it's not quite enough. The haymaker comes through though. That's a mold maker right there. If you're hitting those, you're definitely going for the next side stick. But there's super layer dare into the graphic castle D-light. Nearly gets a set on top of that. Weapon toss away. Gets one more jump. Nearly was saved by that weapon toss. I don't know why. I think they were I don't think the dodge up would have got them back onto stage. So I think they were looking to dodge into Rosatz to get some sort of recovery, something like that, in order to get back onto the stage. Doesn't quite work out this time, as Aatrixor is still in the last one, but they still have a healthy lead. Going for the dare, the big dash and grab on though. Was to punish. Rosatz dodges another dash and grab on. He's just going to go for one. He is going to go for a third one. Who would have seen that third one coming? It's not something you really expect for a triple send it in a row. But this is grand finals. Anything goes. And if it's going to get the players to win, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a fourth one. But the Great Sword, dashing ground pound, not as good of an option. Maybe if you get a super wide one and reverse it, but that's tough. I was probably looking for a Great Sword finish here. The side signature is punished though, whereas that's in position play. Gets looking for the code back on stage, but Aatrixor staying wide. Just kind of chunk with his axe though. Aatrixor's not been able to land any because of his Great Sword. Great Sword struggles a lot on these sort of platform stages, but nearly gets the dodge read in with the neutral signature. On release that would have hit, but the recovery onto stage. It's been making Rosatz the money all day, and that closes out the second training room tournament.